My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galadurathan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we close in on the final days of Gondor's campaign. And I say that because Umbar has fallen to us. The peoples of Umbar only have 3 more regions by my count, or 4 with their successful raid of our shores. But our forces in Anulond have mustered immediately, and Gondor will not allow this transgression to pass. So they are soon to die. Now, when Umbar die, the campaign is over. When Umbar die, we'll have... Well, I might see this one out to the actual end, though, because if we take... Well, who else is going to take Umbar out? If we take Umbar's remaining 4 provinces, we'll have 41 provinces, meaning we only then need 9 more to claim the victory conditions, although we won't get the victory message, as I say, because the ring, we haven't destroyed the ring. Now, I agree I could just very easily just then cheat a general around the map, get the ring, and end it. But there's a massive possibility that the ring is going to crash, because Racer since properly fixed it. I thought I'd fixed it, I had fixed it to an extent with the volcano animations. But Racer found an actual glitch within the script itself, and he has properly fixed it. So the chances are it's going to crash this, because this is not the version that has the fix by Racer. So I'm not going to do that, because you won't get the video at the end to say, well done, you've won. You'll get a crash, which is a very unceremonious way of ending the campaign. So the fall of Umbar is going to be our victory state. So I will end the turn. So from last time, Angbor, one of our greatest generals, is currently besieging the castle of Dor Norhak to the north, keeping Dol Guldur away. And our army in Umbar has now got to decide where it's going to go and how it's going to be. Umbar will not allow this to stand, of course. They'll throw everything at us. So. Oh, head at the noon, gets an Armsman's Guild. Now, one of the things that I was talking about in the Rune campaign, obviously because this is all different now, was Gobel Mirlond either putting it on an island in the Firth or putting it on the southern side. Now, it seemed to me that from the few comments that I did read, that people were suggesting, what would it be better to put it on the southern side? And indeed, a couple of people said putting it on an island would be the best way. Now, somebody did strenuously defend this and say, but then it'd be like Caer Andros and it just won't work. And they said that how they never see ships sailing south. And that's because Gondor has absolutely no need to build ships on the northern side because they can't go anywhere. So the AI is at least clever enough to know that if it's got a stretch of ocean like this that literally does not go anywhere, it doesn't build ships in it. And so you'll never see ships sailing south to Osgiliath, the ports here, because they have no need to. There is no purpose to build a ship from Gondor's northern docks, which is the port here, down to here, because they can't get past this bridge, because this bridge is actually a river and not a land bridge. That is how that works. In the same way that Caer Andros is this little symbol here, and in the same way that I've since done Tharbad. It's actually a river crossing, so that means that no ships can ever pass beyond Osgiliath because there's no way through it. So that's why they don't build ships there. But I'm really quite tempted to make Gobel Mirlond an island in the middle because I think it's just an interesting feature that's only really used in 3 places, with Caer Andros, with Etheland, and now with Tharbad. So adding another one I think would be quite cool. But it would also therefore mean that Umbar are more likely to go north. I mean, either way, the bare minimum I think I would do is put Mirlond on the southern side of the... Because remember, this whole region here is called Gobel Mirlond now, or Principality of. So by putting Gobel Mirlond on the southern side, Umbar will at least come and get that. And then once they've got that, they might be more likely to go over the river. Of course, because Dol Amroth will be right there. So it'd be a bit... I think it might induce them to battle a bit more. But I will probably experiment with putting Mirlond on sort of an island in the middle. You'll still be able to sail around it. I should note that. You'll still be able to sail around it. But we'll see. We'll see. I can't think of any other ways. It's because of the land bridge thing and because of the region. It might also be, actually, instead, it may be the fault of the fact that the region comes across the sea. Maybe if the regions meet in the sea, then they'll be more likely to cross. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's all irrelevant because we're not currently talking about modding. Right, so we're building an army here, and I think we need a couple more archers if we can.
Captain of Gondor.
Oh, also I erred terribly in the last episode because the Guards of Osgiliath, as a few people have now said, were actually the highest kill rating in our Siege of Umbar. Alright, 3 more units. Well, let's take the Spearmen as well. No, we can't merge with anything. They've all been taken. I'll take 50 and 128 of them. And there we are. Right, so your army is going to be tasked with going and just crushing Umbar, because you're more than enough to do it on your own. So Mildir and the forces around Umbar, you're just going to hold here and hold Umbar. That's your task now. Strong possibility that Sauron will call an invasion, because let's not forget that because Mordor because the ring hasn't been thrown into Mount Doom, the Pope is still knocking around, and he calls the invasions. So until such time as the ring is destroyed, the invasions are always possible. I think they've merged as much as they're going to merge, you know. We don't want the siege equipment in the supporting army, and also, of course, we want all the cavalry. Oh, there's only 3 in the supporting army. But I'd like the majority of people in this, like 38 farmhand archers. Get the best units in the city. We've got space for 1 more, and we could move around. So take the Athelians. I've got 3 full sets of them. 73 of them, 69 of them, and 27 of them come out. Take the 3 full. There we are. Oh, hold on, there's 20 of them that we don't want. Get them out, get them in. So the reinforcing army really is quite pitiful. In fact, I might just send it off. I might just move it away. I think the army in there is strong enough to really hold anything Umbar's going to throw at it. They're going to be preoccupied with Aravir moving to take their southern city. They will have quite a lot of forces left, but they won't be able to do too much. Haven't I got a general over here moving? Oh, Jesus. Oh, hold on. What? Where's the invader? Oh, Finabel is tasked. Did I already know that? Did I know that and I've just forgotten that? They've sent an invasion against Finabel. But who is going to join? Oh, you know who's going to join that. You know 100% who's going to join that, don't you? Rune, the game's currently most powerful nation. Right, the road will take us to Ancaragmir. Because I can't remember where it is.
Captain of Gondor.
So Umbar is safe from an invasion at this time because they're invading Finabel. Because I can't imagine I'm going to get troops to it to hold it. I might just step outside, let Umbar take it. We've got a reinforcing army coming though that I have completely forgotten about. Yeah, retrain them because that'll be for armor retraining. Throw in some crop rotation. Ah, you can retrain your lot as well. Ah, you've got the highest level blacksmith now. Yes, a Númenórean armourer. And you're only on an armourer. Oh, we've got forces there as well, which we'll be taking.
As you wish.
Going to the west. Derafintha. Still, it's not Gondorian enough to even get guardsmen. And Dornorhack will fall in 7 turns, and we'll leave it for 7 turns, to be honest. I'm not going to speed that up. Any threats on our eastern side. And let's not forget Denethor in Boron's Watch. Oh, we can start retraining some troops. See, that is more Gondorian than bloody Derafintha, and we've held Derafintha for far longer. It's a joke is what it is. Alrighty. Let's continue sending out our army. That can have 3 free upkeep there. Oh, I'll take everything I can. We'll probably just disband them all in all honesty. Oh, I sent the wrong units there, didn't I? Sent the wrong unit. Oh, I'll take them with you as well. These 2 gentlemen from the fort. Dinenian. We close in. The noose is tightened. Oh, and of course, no, we're not going to disband the army, are we? We're going to sail to the Isle of Tolfalas once we have formed the army up. I don't know what I'm re-recruiting them for. Chuck another boat in there as well if you can. We'll take a few more boats. How are we doing monetary with all the minute? Oh, we're still doing fine. No causes for concern at all any longer.
My lord. Approaching.
Move to the southern side and end the turn. Oh, I didn't think about Cand. Cand will probably strike back with a vengeance soon. They'll probably join in the invasion as well. There's a lot of rebel regions between me and Cand at the moment, other than obviously our push into Kizilcum, but I imagine they are expanding across the desert. But as I say, I'm not going to beat them. I'm not going to beat them. We are almost certainly going to fight Cand in the Rune campaign, because once Dorwinion goes down, I'm going to play it slightly more us against the world, and Cand will be a part of that. So I'm not really all that bothered about fighting Cand as it stands at the moment. Take some mines. Oh, Goond upgraded. Yay. Gondor reigns. Boron's Watch. Got its better armourer. Oh, even Denethor's battalion can upgrade its armour. That's interesting. You can't get any higher than that, though, because you need to go higher than that, and unfortunately you are locked. I can't remember if I removed that for version 2 for those settlements, but I can't understand why Mordor's castles are locked. There's nothing preventing those castles from growing in size. And obviously Mordor can't grow them in size anyway, so they don't need them to be locked. Oh, is that all Cand can spare? Jesus, we've really hit them hard, haven't we? Yeah, there is no way we're going to hold that, so just pull out and we'll attack it again in a moment. Oh, you can train quite a few troops, actually. Well, I'll be taking those two from you. We don't have a general here. All of our generals headed south, because I didn't think we'd need anyone, which is foolish, really. Because now... we're not going to get them built, so unqueue them. Doramos still haven't taken... They're taking their sweet time, aren't they? Belaval is retraining. Don't need to build anything else there. Have I ended the turn since I queued those things in Long Island? Yes, I have. It's all forming into a blur. It's all forming into a blur. Oh, I should mention, of course, as is evident, I didn't do a video yesterday. I just couldn't think of what to go up, and there were a few things that were thrown around my mind, but I thought, no, I mean, there's no point rushing into anything. Like, I did think about doing a Shogun campaign, because I really enjoy Shogun 2. It's easily one of my favourite Total Wars, and I did ban the idea of doing a Shogun 2 campaign around a little while back. So that was a potential choice, but I didn't want to rush into anything. I mean, there were a few DaC videos I thought I could do. Like, there's always been a call for me to do more analyse-y kind of DaC videos, so which units really stack up against which units, that kind of thing. Which I would be interested in doing a couple of those, you know, like really showing you the bare bones, like let's put this question to bed kind of videos, like which cavalry is actually the best. And like, or what are the actual best units? With here are the contenders, yada yada yada. Because I've never really done a video like those. I tend to leave those to other YouTubers because I like watching other YouTubers do those kind of videos. For example, you should all be aware by now of Melvin has done those changelog videos for version 2, and Big Fellow has an ongoing top 10 series of various units in DaC, and I thoroughly enjoy both of those. I like watching other people talk about DaC in a more analytical way than. Because obviously, as I bang on about, I don't tend to watch Let's Plays at all. So I've always left those to others. So I didn't really want to rush into any video. And as there's going to be a week break coming up, I thought that's a good opportunity to have a real think about what to do going forward. Because obviously, this is going to be a problem now for a while until I sit down and finish off Cand, or we get the writing done or whatever, or I just have a look and see how much Cand's got. Then. Because that's all I need to do before that overview can go out. But then there's only one overview left. So I know as well there was a call to... I said about how I may well redo the Bree video because so much had changed since the last...
Marching to war.
Yeah, no, we're going to besiege out. We're going to die if they attack us. To be honest, we're going to need an actual army. Oh, it's coming anyway. Because the Bree, when I did the Bree overview, then loads changed for Bree, and that's since not really been reflected in the video because it's so outdated. But
Captain of Gondor.
So there's lots of potentials.
Your will, my lord.
Just haven't set
My lord.
what I actually will do yet. Who's in the fort? Oh, a gentleman.
Protect the blood of Numenor. By your command. Joining forces, my lord.
We can train so many forces, and these troops will all train fully upgraded already, which is brilliant. And one of those two is going to be their leader. So you guys can all get on the retraining hype. They'll train fully upgraded as well, because that obviously has the highest armourer level now. I'm sending Aragorn down to the south, but he doesn't really need to, does he? Because that army is moving south. So, oh, what's your name? Ithelion. Ithelion, you're charged with the reclamation of Finabel.
Let us set up camp here.
Oh, Eisenmouth can upgrade. Interestingly, that one is not locked. We can't retrain them. Just train 2 units of those. These men can return home. Oh, Jesus, you've been spawning children quite readily, haven't you? Oh, Angmar, have you got a full army?
Ready your weapons.
Yeah, you have. Well, let's send 2 of them up there anyway.
Protect Captain of Gondor.
Go and just sort of flit
Let
around.
us set up camp here.
I used to think that disbanding an army, in my mind, obviously, because you can think what you want, but for some reason, my brain used to think that disbanding an army was equivalent to killing every single gentleman in that battalion. Whereas now, of course, I realise that disbanding an army really is basically just like firing them. You're just saying, like, we don't need you anymore in the army, kindly return to your homes. But for the longest time, I used to think of it as killing the army myself. Which is incorrect. 2 free upkeep. Woohoo! Throw some more militia in there. This is all totally irrelevant. I should just end turn after end turn, really, because we're genuinely probably 1 episode away from this campaign ending now. Maybe that's what I should have just done. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Why did I not think of that? I should have just done 2 Gondor videos, because then it probably would have ended Gondor's rotation this week. Then there'd be a week break, and then Bree would be after that. Right, we're not going to win this battle, so this may well be one of our few losses, but we'll give them a damn good try.
Take up arms and take.
We are on a bridge, although no, they're rallying out. They're sallying out, aren't they? So the bridge is taken out of the equation, and the battle will start immediately. So at least we'll get a battle in this episode, and this will end the episode. Of course, the time has now passed for me to do a second Gondor video, because I'm recording this on Sunday, and I don't have time to record on Tuesday, and I really can't stand doing more than 1 recording in a day, so you won't get another Gondor one, even though I've just suddenly thought about it. Right. Do I need to do that, actually? Because our siege equipment is not as effective if it has to move. So, no. You guys go there. You guys go there. Javelins stand ready just behind, and everyone stand ready just behind, in fact. Come off of the pike wall. You the only ones in pike wall? Yeah. There we are. They don't come off of the pike wall until you replay the game. But if you press that button and then give them a move command, then the move command takes over from the pressing of that button, and they don't come out of spear wall. You have to press the button, quickly play the game, and then you can assemble them. One of those weird little quirks. Well, you might as well all just actually stand in a line behind, because we're just going to slowly march you out when the enemy comes. We're just going to throw everything we can. We don't even have a general. There is literally no way we're going to win this. Although, give it your best try, lads. Oh, what are they doing? Now here they come. Ugh. You're going to get like 2 good shots, and you've basically just wasted them. Go for the Corsair archers. Begin moving men out. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I do believe, Catapults, that I told you to shoot some Corsair archers who were knocking around over here somewhere. who's taking the narrow and arrow. Oh, it couldn't be better. Go on, Planting Guard. I can't give you any support, though. Oh, good shot there. Well done. Oh, and another nice one at the back there as well. Well done. I'm happy, actually, for you to do point blank. Those 4 axemen can just die.
Almost certain.
Come on. Come on. No, it's over already. Look at this swarm. Ah, it's a Fountain Guard doing that. Oh, and our Wardens of the White Tower are going to go down as well. Get them out of there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, the pikemen. Our left-hand flank is collapsed.
Only half our force remains.
Come on. Oh, no, it's over. Alright, we'll keep our focus down here. No, the Wardens. They've been surrounded. 4 axemen of all people. There's bloody mercenaries. Founding Guard are good, but they can't hold back the Torm.
He flees battle while his soldiers still fight.
They've been slaughtered. Everyone's running. The Wardens and the Fountain Guard, there's no point you running. An army's coming. The Wardens are down. 3 left. The men of the Guard. Stand together.
Our general shames us all. He flees battle while
Oh,
his
one
soldiers
of them
still
went.
fight.
Oh, another one went. And the last man's being smacked around like a plaything. And the banner carrier stands tall. Showing Gondor's defiance to the last. Oh, they took him down as well.
Next time it'll be our foe that sups from this most foul cup.
Well, I probably could have done a little better, but we were always going to lose, so that is a given. Oh, we killed 814. Jesus. Umbar, you're so rubbish. Someone needs to help Umbar because they're not very good. I feel very irritated now. I should have done another Gondor video. I think in all honesty, I didn't really realise from last week just how close to the end we actually are with the Gondor videos.
Ready your weapons. Slay them. Let us claim this field.
Right, 4 turns. I'm probably not going to attack that again. I'm just going to leave that to be captured. Look at Umbar already moving off.
You are weaker than I, and you know
Nudan going it alone. It's alright. It doesn't matter what he takes. Athelion will be there in about 4 turns and he'll finish this idiot off. This pretender. Anything else we want? As Gilead veterans, yes please. I think we've probably got an army there. Gathered together from what we've trained already. See, so the retraining on all of these things now isn't their armour. Well, it is for this one, because it's just built a new armoury. But for most of them it's an weapon... an experience boost. Oh, no, trebuchet.
Yes.
Ah, but we can sail.
Ready.
Ready your weapons.
The next army will sail. I have just forgotten everything I was doing, haven't I? Khaldun has no one in it, Jesus. But Kurin will hold strong in Umbar. Oh, it took down a governor's quarters. Doesn't even have a governor's quarters. They're moving over to Ardamir to support. Aban is still in Ardamir, he hasn't left it. Zagarakor the Wrathful. There's Haven Master Kusai. It's still Kusai. Oh, he didn't die in Umbar. Oh, well done, Kusai. You've managed to survive.
Captain of Gondor.
Caruion plunging deep into the heart.
Marchmen.
Where's the bloody city, though? I've already gone past it, haven't I?
Forward.
Follow this road.
Onward. Let us set up camp here.
Can't remember where it used to be. Because it was here, but I then moved it to like around here somewhere. I can't remember. It isn't down there. I don't know why I've got that little circle of orange down there. Although our scouts are obviously reporting that Khand haven't actually struck out too much. They're not doing as much as I thought they might. Which is very interesting to know.
Maintain order. Forward.
Oh, I'll tell you what you two can do. As that's going to fall in 4 more turns, go and position yourselves on the border ready to build towers. Dol Guldur must really not be doing very well, because we've been besieging that for 3 straight turns and they haven't sent a single troop type. Well, I think we've been sieging it for more than 3 turns. Let's see what happens. Nudan, I think, is going to go for Naventha. But he's on his own. But I don't think we get a garrison. I can't remember. Also, the garrison script, something to talk about modding-wise. I had a thought the other day, and Racer has since proved that it is entirely possible. And what we're going to do is we're going to stop the garrison script being linked to the city and sort of who owns the city. And instead, the garrison is now going to be linked to the town hall. So, depending on the size of the town hall you build will depend on the garrison you get. And this will, well, in many cases, this will mean that when you take over a town, because obviously buildings are often destroyed or they go down a tier, as you may well notice, this will normally mean that when you take a town now, the chances are the town hall will either be destroyed or reduced in size, and so you won't get an immediate garrison, which is a nice thing. Because as many people have said, with Gondor, if you rush Barad-dûr Narnen, Minas Ithil, Minas Morgul, if you rush Minas Morgul, you get a garrison immediately after you take it. And that's a bit inaccurate, really. Whereas now, if you rush Minas Morgul, the chances are the town hall will either be at a low level or will be destroyed. So you'll get no garrison. And I think what I will likely do is make it so that the first level of town hall has no garrison troops. So you've got to go for the 2nd, 3rd and 4th tiers to get garrisons. And I think I might also just keep it at that kind of level. So every town would just get 1 garrison troop, 2 garrison troops, 3 garrison troops, depending on the town hall size. And then maybe the capital cities of each nation and 1 or 2 specifically important towns. I'll double that at each tier. Or we'll add maybe 1 extra, just 1 extra, not double, sorry. I think that's what I'll look to do. That's a reasonably large undertaking because every single town in the game has to then have an entry. But it already does. They already do have an entry. Every town has an individual entry. So it's just a case of rewording it all. Let's take those back because they can be retrained properly.
By your command, we'll maintain order. Onward.
Another turn passes. Nothing has happened. Oh, where's the general? There was a general. There would have been a general. Where's the general? Did he die? Did I kill the general in the defense? No, because we didn't defend it, did we? No, that means he's knocking around here somewhere, just being an idiot.
Captain of Gondor.
How many siege rams have we got? 4. Alright, let's do it. So that we have another nice battle. And a battle to end on.
Let them have it, man.
Although, this... I shouldn't have done this. Should have coordinated our efforts. I think this will mean Umbar will get their last stand.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favour. From such tidings does victory emerge.
We should have besieged this. No, because this army is needed to take Tolfalas, so no, we had no choice. I don't really care who goes through with the Rams, to be honest. This army was just cobbled together. Also, I think we might avoid the gate, actually. There's no real reason why you need to go through the gate to get to a town. Yeah, so we'll come from this side. 2 on that side, 2 on that side. You go there. You go there. You go there. You go there. I know we have no archers. Not a single archer battalion. Oh, 1! We do have 1. Sorry. I've lied. Oh, and we have a peacekeeper for each station as well. You going there. You're going there. I really like the peacekeeper. When I fired up the suggestion thread for which units do you think can be removed from the game, there was a large calling for peacekeepers to be cut. But for a large chunk of the game, they are Gondor's only hope of having a slightly better than average unit. For the entire pre-Barracks event gameplay period, they're all you've got in terms of non-militia. And I know it's a very minor point, but don't forget that they are faster than every other unit. They have a high move speed adjustment. And they can chase down a lot of routing units. And they are kind of an answer to the fact that Gondor has so few cavalry options. I think the Peacekeepers have a role for a long time. Yeah, shoot them so that you don't do the high shot. Our rams are in place. Look at the beauty of it.
We've breached our enemy's walls.
We're not rushing in till all sections are breached. Keep it at ×6. Peacekeepers. Look at it.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, Umbar. Gentlemen, make your way to the square. Everyone else is a bit bottled up at the moment. Use the ram. Oh, we've got the gate. Drop the ram. No, go through the gate. Go through the gate. Stupid idiots. Buffoons is the word I would use. They're doing it again. They're just having none of it. The territorial guardsmen have gone through the gate. The militia will not go through the gate. Our forces have arrived. Now get the peacekeepers in front. Because the peacekeepers, as I have just said and then immediately ignored, are faster than everyone else. If the enemy's already routing, which they are, en masse. Remember, they don't have a general. And this is the Corsairs' complete collection of militia forces.
The enemy are badly
the enemy general's already dead, even
they have
whoever he
lost
was.
half their men.
Oh, and we've arrived at the
Our
back.
men have taken control of the city.
But then think of the damage they would have done here in the short
Our
time
men
they've
no
held
longer
Anion.
command the city.
Alright, men. You're needed. Shield wall. Push out. A slow-moving blob makes its way through and crashes into the line of the Corsairs. And they immediately break. Oh, you absolute buffoons. Pull the rest of that lot out. Only the peacekeepers go forward. Yep. Keeping the peace, doing as they are meant to do. Also, this unit is from Tarawem's mod, and it's the unit that he used for recruitable generals. Which is why they look like quite good. They look a little more heavily armoured than perhaps their tier would suggest. But because they don't show any plate armour, though, that's how we get around it. But that was the unit that he used for trainable generals. The last bastion of Umbar falls in this battle. Some Corsair archers are actually shooting. Well, let's get the militia involved then. There we are.
The enemy army
It's over.
180
men paid today. Interestingly, the exact number that one unit of our peacekeepers killed. There's treachery afoot. There's a very cool image of Rohan riding... No! Gondor! Sorry. That must be of an image of Faramir trying to retake Osgiliath.
They are gone from these lands.
We have gained a territory.
Merge together. should we keep behind? That unit of that unit of peacekeepers. It's very Gondorian. They like us a lot.
Let us set up camp here.
You can retrain soon. Umbar's fallen, so there will be no more Corsair invasions. And owing to the safety of the West for some time now, I don't mind moving Denenian away. And you're heading to Lon Gallen, where you'll pick up an army, and you will sail to the Isle of Tolfalas. You'll never retrain them in time. I don't even know what you need to be retrained for, unless you've just built a blacksmith, possibly. But I think that will conclude today's episode. Above and beyond. Although, can I move you a bit more? Yeah, hold up, we're chasing Gan down to Ankaringmere. It must be this way.
Forward!
No, this seems to be taking us back to... No.
March, men! March,
No,
men!
we are moving. It's down here
Let us
somewhere.
set up camp here.
Chasing Gan to it. We're going to beat you there. And we're going to take your wealthiest city from you. Any involvement in the north? Nope, nothing there. And Athelion, have I moved you already? Yes, I have. And Aragorn as well. Nudan buggered off. He headed south again. Oh, no, that wouldn't have taken them below the threshold, of course. Because they've still got Finabel. I could do with a ship down here, though. To very quickly just pop him across and take Khaldun. Because then Umbar have got to walk all the way around. But I haven't got any ships. I might be able to train a mercenary ship.
Ready your weapons.
I'd need to be standing next to the sea. See, I'd happily let them all gather and just take them down in one massive battle, to be honest. Because we will win it. There's nothing that Umbar has got at the moment that will be strong enough to deal with Aravir's not, like, fully plated army. So, it's over for them. And our army will sail across to take Tolfalas if Dol Amroth haven't already taken it. I mean, they might have done. They're really struggling with Ramlon, though. I think they might just be sieging it out. Oh, they've got Tidith Ayar, the Fountain Guard of Dol Amroth. No, I don't need to do that. I'm not bothered about the experience retrain, actually. Right, so that will end there. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. There'll be one more Rune episode, and then there will be a break, well, essentially of, like, I don't know, 8 days or something, because, of course, I won't record at all in the next rotation, and I'm away for a week, so... only Rude's episode tomorrow. And then we'll figure out what to do with the spare space. I would really welcome any suggestions that any of you may have of what can take, in the longer term, what can take the space of the overviews now that they are over. Now, I had planned on throwing in some Age of Empires videos, but unfortunately I've kind of stopped playing Age of Empires for a while. Well, not stopped per se, but I haven't played in a while, and I just don't have any videos to do. And I don't want to force myself to play Age of Empires just to put something on the channel. And as I have constantly gone on about, I'm really uncertain about A, doing a Guild Wars video, and B, what I would even do in a Guild Wars video. So and just because that's the flavour of the month, I don't think that is a reason to give it a video. I don't know. The channel has a very clear sort of game style, and when I've veered away from that, they tend not to do very well. But anyway, we'll see. So any suggestions you have, any thoughts on maybe a Shogun 2 campaign, do let me know. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navar and Aden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.